Hello students, today we are going to discuss one theorem based on the open sets. The sets that consist of neighborhood of each of its point are called as open sets. We know the usual metric space on the set of real numbers Ru. The metric D is defined by d of xy is equal to mod of x minus y. For any two elements xy belongs to set of real numbers, then that matrix D is called as a usual metric on the set of real numbers, and its symbol is Ru, R suffix u. Every non-empty open set, the theorem is every non-empty open set. We have two sets always open in the any metric space, that are empty set and the set X itself over the metric is defined. Here any non-empty open set in the usual metric space Ru, that set is the union of countable disjoint class of open intervals. Now we prove this theorem. Let consider a non-empty open set as G, and G set is open with respect to usual metric. Our claim is that set G is the union of countable disjoint class of open intervals. We have to prove G is the union of countable disjoint class of open intervals. First thing is given that this set G is non-empty. As it is non-empty, we can take one element, x belongs to G. But G set is open set. Hence, G is the neighborhood of the point x, because x belongs to G. Hence, x is, by definition of neighborhood, x is the center of some open sphere in G. G is neighborhood of x, means the open sphere with center at x, some radius r, is contained in G. Means x is the center of some open sphere in G. Also, we know that in Ru, in the metric space, in the usual metric space defined on the set of real numbers, any open sphere is of the form of open interval. Here, x is the center of some open sphere in G, and open sphere in Ru is the open interval. Hence, x is the center of some bounded open interval. Why it is bounded open interval? The open sphere in the set of real numbers is given by SR of x, which is open interval having endpoints x minus r to x plus r. Its center is x. These are two endpoints of this interval, x minus r, x plus r. R is the radius of the sphere. Hence, these two endpoints of this open interval are some finite real numbers. Hence, this interval is bounded open interval. Therefore, x is the center of the open interval which is bounded in set G. Let Ix, this Ix is only the notation, Ix be the union of open intervals, all such open intervals which contains x and is contained in set G. The first open interval that contains x is, suppose this interval whose center is x. This interval contains x, and Ix is the union of all open intervals that contains x. Suppose this open interval is Ix. Suppose this interval is Ix, that is the set of all open intervals that contains x. Suppose this is another open interval which containing x. This is another open interval that containing the point x. And if we take union of all such open intervals that contains the point x, then that union is denoted by Ix. Then we have four properties for the Ix. sets is open set and finite intersection of open set is open set. Here we are taking the union of open sets that contains the point x, and that union is represented by Ix. Hence, the first property of Ix is an open interval containing x such that Ix is subset of G, because x belongs to G and x is the center of some open interval. That interval is subset of G. Hence, union of all such open intervals that containing x is a subset of G. Ix contains all those open intervals that contains x, and Ix is subset of G. In the next part, if there is another point y belongs to Ix, then the open interval containing y and Ix are same. Suppose that these are 2 points, x and this another point is y. The open interval containing x, and by considering union of all that intervals that containing x is Ix, if y is another point such that y belongs to Ix, y belongs to this open interval Ix, then the open interval containing y and Ix both are same. Ix is equal to Iy, because we can see that y belongs to this open interval Ix, also x belongs to open interval Ix, and x is not equal to y. Hence, the open intervals containing x, the union of open intervals containing x and the union of the open intervals containing the point y both are same. That is, Ix is equal to Iy. Fourth point is, if x and y are two distinct points in G, G set is open set, then either the union of open intervals containing x is Ix and the union of open intervals containing y is Iy, either both are same or they are disjoint. We can prove this statement. Suppose they are not disjoint, then we have to prove they are identical. Suppose that Ix intersection Iy is empty. This intersection is empty means there exists a point z belongs to G such that z belongs to this intersection. Because Ix and Iy both are subsets of set G, open set G, and their intersection is non-empty, hence there exists another point z belongs to G such that z belongs to this intersection Ix and intersection of Ix and Iy. That is, z belongs to both the sets Ix and z belongs to Iy. By above part C, if there is another point y belongs to Ix, then Ix and Iy are same. Here z belongs to Ix, this z is the point other than x, and z belonging to Ix, hence Iz is same as Ix. Here also z belongs to this Iy. Iy is the union of all open intervals that containing y, and z is the point different from y belonging to this union Iy. Hence, by the point C, Iz is equal to Iy. Hence, we have two equations, Ix is equal to Iz or Iy is equal to Iz. Sorry, here is and Iy is equal to Iz. Hence, Ix is equal to Iy. Let this I be the class of distinct sets Ix. This Ix is the union of open intervals that each open interval containing x, and this I be the class of distinct sets Ix. Means, if Iy is the union of all the open intervals that containing y, then the collection of the intervals of the type Ix, Iy, Iz, where x, y, z are not same, is given by this set I. For distinct x belongs to G. Then from point D, from this part, either two elements of the set I are disjoint or they are identical, because every element of the set I are the sets which are formed by the union of open intervals. Then from part D, I is the disjoint class of open intervals such that G is equal to union of I, where I belongs to this set I. G is formed by the union of all the intervals I, that I belongs to this set I. We know that this I is of the form of Ix, Iy or Iz, which are of I taking the union of distinct open intervals that containing the points x, y and z respectively. Hence, G is the union of all such intervals that belong to I. We proved now G is the union of disjoint class of open intervals, because this set consists of disjoint class of open intervals. Now it remains to show that all that intervals are countable. All the elements of this set I are countable. Hence, G is the union of disjoint class of open intervals. Let GR be a set of all rational numbers in G, as G is subset of real numbers and G is non-empty. Therefore, G may contain some rational numbers. Let us consider GR with a set of all rational numbers in set G. Hence, GR is non-empty. Define f, a function f, from GR to I by f of x is equal to Ix. Define the mapping f from GR to I by f of x is equal to Ix, where x belongs to the set GR. This mapping is well defined because for each rational number x belongs to GR, for each number from the domain set GR, there is a unique Ix in I, because this Ix is either disjoint from the another open interval Iy, or if Ix contains another point y, then Ix and Iy are same. Therefore, for each number x belongs to GR, there is a unique Ix in I. Hence, f is well-defined mapping. Also, it is 1-1 mapping, because for given a rational number belonging to set GR, there exists an open interval, collection of open intervals denoted by Ix. That Ix belongs to this set I. If x is not equal to y, because if x is not equal to y, then Ix intersection Iy is empty, where xy belongs to GR. Therefore, the mapping F is well defined. Also, it is 1-1 mapping. Now, for each I belongs to I, for I belongs to this codomain set, there exists a rational number from the set GR, from the domain set GR. Hence, F is onto function. Therefore, F is both 1-1 and onto function. Hence, F is bijective function from a set of rational number to from the set of collection of rational numbers to the set I. Therefore, the set I is countable set, because we know that the set of rational numbers is a countable set, and we have defined the bijection from the set of rational numbers to the set I. This I is the class of distinct sets Ix. Hence, the set I is the countable set. Hence, we proved that the open set with respect to usual metric space Ru is the union of countable union of disjoint open intervals. There is a theorem based on the open sets. Let Xt be a metric space then for every pair exist disjoint open sets U and V such that X belongs to U and Y belongs to V. Proof. We prove this theorem. Given that Xd is a metric space, then for every pair of distinct points X and Y, given that Xd is a metric space, and X, Y belongs to X such that X is not equal to Y. As Xd is a metric space and these are distinct points, hence d of xy is greater than or equal to 0. Because these are two distinct points, hence d of xy is strictly greater than 0. Suppose d of xy is equal to 3r, where r is some positive real number. Now consider the open sphere with center at x and open sphere with center at y. Suppose this is a sphere whose center is at point x of radius r, and this is the another sphere because x is not equal to y whose center is y and of same radius r. Then x belongs to this sphere SR of x and y belongs to the another sphere SR of y. These are open spheres. Therefore, we can consider this as a open sets. This is another open set that containing the distinct points x and y. Therefore, choosing the radius r such that x belongs to SR of x and this SR of x is u and y belongs to another open sphere SR of y. This is considered as the set V. Therefore, x is not equal to y and x belongs to u, y belongs to v. We have to prove that there exist disjoint open sets. Now we have taken these two open sets. We should prove these two sets are disjoint. Observe that first sphere is centered at point x of radius r and second sphere is having center at point y and of radius r. Distance between x and y, we have taken that as 3r. This total distance is 3r. This distance is r, radius of the sphere u, and the sphere v has radius r. Therefore, these two spheres or these two open sets u and v are disjoint. But suppose they are not disjoint. If u intersection v is non-empty, suppose the point P belongs to u intersection v. Therefore, P belongs to u and P belongs to v. U is the open sphere with center at x, radius is r. Therefore, by definition of open sphere, P belongs to this open sphere. Hence, d of xp is less than r and distance between yp is less than r. Because of what? Definition of open sphere. The point P belongs to this open sphere with center is at point y and radius r. Therefore, d of yp is less than r. Now, using the triangle inequality, we have 3 points x, y and p belongs to set x. By triangle inequality, d of xy less than or equal to d of xp plus d of py. This implies d of xy is less than or equal to d of xp plus d of yp, because d is a metric on the set X. Therefore, d of py by symmetry property, d of py is same as d of yp. This d of xy, we assume this distance as 3r. Therefore, 3r is less than or equal to d of xp plus d of yp. But d of xp is strictly less than r, and also d of yp is strictly less than r. Therefore, 3r is strictly less than r plus r, which is equal to 2r. But r is positive, real number, and we come to the step 3r is strictly less than 2r. This is not true. Therefore, our assumption u intersection v is non-empty is wrong, means u intersection v must be empty. Hence, for any two distinct points of the set X, there exist two disjoint open sets such that X belongs to u and y belongs to v. Thank you, students.